We have wonderful children. We have wonderful grandchildren. We have wonderful son-in-law, daughter-in-law. We need one more son-in-law. One more. And we all do everything together. And it's just an amazing way to live. In that we make sure that nobody's in a bad mood. Nobody's allowed to be in a bad mood, that we all love one another. We're for one another. We're behind one another. You know, Tiz and I were doing a television program the other day, and they asked us to do some promos for some things. And they asked me a question, then they asked Tiz a question. And I said, is this the way other couples have answered? And they said, we haven't asked other couples. You and Tiz never override each other. You and Tiz never step on each other. You and Tiz never look like you're in competition with each other. And that's the same thing, I think, with the family. You know, Anna and Brandon, their family, they're family. But they're still our children. Anna will always be our baby daughter. Katie will always be our baby girl. Luke will always be our baby boy. We give them space, but we do love being together because there's just great peace and harmony. And I think that's the way families should be. Yeah. Now, if you have a family that out there that's arguing all the time, then you know, we have a rule. We have a rule. Even when outside family comes and visits, we have a rule that, you know, if you want to smoke, you know, you smoke, but you smoke outside. And if you want to be negative, you can be negative, but you can only be negative outside. Our home and our family environment is a non-negative environment because we don't want any secondhand negativity.
Amen.
Amen?
Amen.
All right.
Can I say something on that?
Yeah.
So you probably all know that one of the things that we preach so much and live is breaking generational curses and then releasing family blessings. Wrote this book together. He said, she said. And, you know, I think it's important that people realize there are family curses. There are generational curses that in the spiritual realm need to be severed and broke. But there's also generational habits. And a lot of people, you know, come from families or live in an environment where arguing and being cynical is normal. And so there's a learned behavior as well as a spiritual curse. But if I could just say with our family, you know, we have learned how to break the curses. We have. And we also have really tried to model to our family what Larry just was talking about. And that, you know, our kids, they might see a challenge in our lives, they might see a conflict, but they see how to deal with it, hopefully, in a mature and a godly way. And that's why as we pass on the traits, as we pass on the behavior patterns and the blessings, it's so important to realize these are little sponges around us. They're going to soak up everything that we are and reproduce that.
Amen.
And a lot of times that's sobering. It makes you take the high road.
Yeah.
Yeah.